So apparently, the poorest county in all the USA is a little unheard of place called Owsley County, located in the Appalachian region of southeastern Kentucky. Owsley County is 99% white and has less than 5,000 residents, half of which live below the poverty line. In terms of income per household, Owsley is the poorest place in the US. The main city, if you can call it that, is Booneville, which I'm going to show you all in this video.
Here we are, just off of Kentucky Highway 11, and I want to give you guys a big warm welcome to Booneville. This is Owsley County. You can see the Owsley County Courthouse over there, and we are in the poorest place in the United States. First impressions. Well, the countryside leading up to this little town, we're in Booneville. It's the seat of Owsley County. It's the biggest city in Owsley. The countryside around here is breathtaking. Now, first impressions actually in this city here in Booneville, it's desolate. I'm walking, there's not anybody out. I mean, there are people driving around, but look around you. There's nobody out walking the streets. There's the County Board of Education, and boy, is that small. Charles E. Long Service Station. Looks like it's got some fresh concrete laid there for the driveway and parking lot, but the business itself doesn't even look like it's still open. Car wash looks closed. And when I say closed, I don't mean closed for the day. I mean closed permanently. Now there's a Family Dollar here, so let's do a walk through and see if we can maybe meet some of the locals, or at least see some of the locals. Well, it's safe to say that business isn't exactly booming. I did meet and greet a gentleman from the post office who was just leaving this store, but I think he was the only customer. Yeah, he was the only customer. Well, I talked to the young lady in that Family Dollar, and she was the only person in there. And I asked her, is this pretty much the center of Booneville? And she said, yeah, this is pretty much it. So it's real easy just to do a quick walkthrough. The Owsley County Action Team. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of action going on lately. I've got to say, this is quite an interesting feeling being out here. I'm enjoying it. It is eerily quiet though. Here we are at the Owsley County Jail here in Booneville. Doesn't really look like it's still functional though. Go over here and see if the door is locked or what. Yeah, it's locked. You can see the reflective window panes there. Now this one over here I can see through a little bit. I can see some bars through there. But yeah, it looks like they don't want you being able to see in. Just over here at the Owsley County Courthouse, you can see a sign, Boone Station. Near this spot, Daniel Boone and party camped in 1788 to 1781. Camp called Boone's Station until Owsley County was organized in 1843, then named Booneville. Records in Clay County show that Boone's family owned land here until it moved to Missouri. They've got a wall here to pay respect to their fallen soldiers. You can see people from the Korean War, World War II, in the Pacific, Korea, Vietnam. Well, we were just at the jail a few minutes ago, and now it looks like we found the van that rounds them all up and takes them there. The Owsley County Jailer. That little shop that I walked into just now, I was lucky enough to meet the owner of it. It's a shop he's running, and it's kind of like a game room. He's got, well, he sells snacks and drinks. He's got a pool table. He's got some video games, and he's in the process of opening an arcade. And real nice guy. And I talked to him for probably about 30 minutes. I was gonna buy a bottle of water, but he insisted on giving it to me for free. And he told me a lot about this town, and we had really a great conversation. But this town is pretty much as small as what it looks. I mean, I walked through the center right over there, and I'm already almost to the end of it. One thing the guy told me is about that jail. Now that jail that you just saw a couple minutes ago is actually not open anymore, but that jail van that you saw is still in use, because he was telling me that just recently it rounded up a group of local guys that were selling drugs out here. But that old jail that we saw is no longer operational. It's not in use. He said there's a regional jail that's not too far from here now, where criminals from here and surrounding counties are sent. Spencer's, it's a fast food joint, one that I've never heard of. I want to come over here and take a look at the Kentucky River, the South Fork of the Kentucky River. Let's take a look. Yeah, the nature out in this region is really breathtaking. We're out here in Appalachia, and it really is beautiful. And that guy I was talking to in that shop, he was telling me that one of the reasons that it's hard to really build up this city and this town, and a lot of other similar ones out in this region, is that there's just not enough suitable land to build on, because there's not really much flat land. It's all mountains and hills, and the areas that you can build on are quite small. And he was also telling me that most of the families here, their roots go back generations, and not a lot of land is trading hands. All right, let's go check out the break room. Seal Theater cleanup project. Looks like they're gonna try to maybe bring this old theater back to life. You can see they're doing some construction inside. This seems to be the main diner in town, the old bus stop diner, and I'm hungry, so I think we need to go in here and grab something to eat. Yes, this place got a full menu, and you come in, it's got the old town diner feel, and I couldn't resist. I had to go for the Philly cheesesteak. Haven't had one of those in a long time. Interestingly enough, they sell knives here, a wide variety of knives. All right, lunch is served. I've got the Philly cheesesteak, which looks really good, and I've got some mustard greens, just squirted some vinegar on there, some French fries, and I am starving. Let's see how this bad boy tastes. That really is good. Surprisingly good. Well, if you do ever end up in Booneville, which I doubt that you will, I highly recommend that you check out that little diner that I was in, because service was good, food was good. Hello, ladies. And yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I was actually kind of hoping to find a barbershop out here. I was gonna get a haircut. I found Abdeel Barbershop, and they are closed. So it looks like we're gonna have to cancel the haircut plan. Not sure if he likes me or if he's trying to tell me he doesn't like me. Just walk up this little street and see what we've got. Looks like there are a couple little businesses up here. Hey bud, how's it going? Hey, he looks like a friendly one. Well, one thing I can tell you is that there's no shortage of churches in this little town. Here's another one right here, the First Baptist Church. You know, this is just a little town nobody really comes to. Very few people even live here, and apparently it's somewhat of a poor town. But one way in which this town is rich is in the natural beauty and the quiet stillness and serenity just of the atmosphere here. It really is nice. You just look out into these fields and these trees and look at these rivers and these hills in the background. It truly is a beautiful place. All right, well, we're gonna head out a little bit deeper into Owsley County. Well, it looks like apart from Booneville, or as they would say, Booneville, there aren't any actual like towns or anything like that where you can stop and just get out and roam around, because this is just a lot of land and a lot of this is private property. So if you come to Owsley County, Booneville is about the only place you can really stop and get out and wander around. The rest of